Subscribe the channel for latest updates. Press the bell icon. Get ready for the dictation. At the count of 3, 2, 1, start. The petitioner was the holder of a passport issued to her under the Passports Act 1967. Later, she received a letter from the regional passport officer, Delhi, intimating to her that it has been decided by the Government of India to impound her passport under Section 10(3)(c) of the Act in public interest and requiring her to surrender the passport. The petitioner, in reply, requested the officer to furnish a copy of the statement of reasons for making the said order. To this, a reply was sent by the Ministry of External Affairs that the government has decided in the interest of the general public not to furnish her a copy of the statement of reasons. The petitioner thereupon filed the present petition challenging the action of the government in impounding her passport and declining to give reasons for doing so. The action of the government was impugned on several grounds. The order passed against her was actuated with mala fides section 10(3)(c) in so far as it empowered the passport authority to impound a passport in the interests of the general public was violative of the equality clause enshrined in Article 14 of the Constitution as the condition in the interests of the general public limiting the exercise of the power was vague and undefined and therefore was excessive and suffered from the vice of overbreadth. That the order under section 10(3)(c) impounding a passport could not be made without giving an opportunity to the holder of the passport to be heard in defense, and since this was not so done in the instant case, the order was null and void. Also, if section 10(3)(c) were read in such a manner so as to exclude the right of hearing, the section would be ineffected with the vice of arbitrariness and it would be void as offending Article 14. That impounding of passport was violative of the fundamental right enshrined in Article 19(1)(a), (g) in so far as right to go abroad being read into freedom of speech and expression and occupation or business respectively. The conjoint reading of fundamental rights was upheld in the present case as was declined in the Gopalan's case AIR 1950 SC 27, and it was held that each fundamental right did not form a separate code and thus a mere sufficing of an express right did not relax the test on other rights supplementing the case. Hence, mere satisfaction of procedure was not sufficient. Rather, the principle of reasonableness, which legally as well as philosophically was an essential element of equality or non arbitrariness, pervaded Article 14 like a brooding omnipresence, and the procedure contemplated by Article 21 must answer the test of reasonableness in order to be in conformity with Article 14, and this lead to the significance of enshrinement of natural justice in such procedure. The court went on further to lay the law that as regards the test of applicability of the doctrine of natural justice, there could be no distinction between a quasi-judicial function and an administrative function for that purpose. The court held that as the law under section 10(3) allowed the central government to take such action, having no right of appeal, to curtail the right to seek reasons under the law which provided for the passport authority to do so if it is of the opinion that it will not be in the interests of the sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of India, friendly relations of India with any foreign country, or in the interests of the general public to furnish such a copy, hence having followed the procedure established by law without any deviance, the implementation by the administrative body could not be challenged.